Okay, as we know, every organisation is vulnerable to cybercrime, but for small and medium-sized businesses, a small cyber attack can cause permanent or even critical damage. Mick Esber is head of technology at Wontok and says we need to do more, and one thing in particular. He joins us now. Welcome to Ticker. How are you this afternoon?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us just firstly, we talk a lot about cybercrime on Ticker, and it's something that, thankfully, in many ways, it is more part of the mainstream conversation. Before we talk about what you'd like to see, what do you see the environment like at the moment? Are we heading in the right direction? Are you sort of very concerned at this point? What are you seeing?
I think it's been a challenging period for everybody. As far as COVID, I think what's happened is by a lot of businesses have moved to a much bigger digital footprint, so they're more online. By being more online, there's a bigger target for criminals to then target those groups, especially things like phishing attacks and ransomware attacks have been massively on the increase. So there's some areas of concern, and especially new businesses that may not be prepared for this and not used to these kinds of attacks or situations.
And you talk about the fact that you'd like to see an ambassador and perhaps like an independent body as well. Tell us about what you'd like to see.
I think really I think the context of it is, you've got 12 months ago businesses that weren't digital, that were bricks and mortar companies that are now international companies online as a result of COVID. And being that digital presence has been a massive change for small, medium businesses. And, with that then becomes a huge sort of change, becomes a bigger risk. There's new risks that they're not used to. So having a spokesperson, a champion to kind of help that transition for small, medium businesses becoming more digital, becoming more global, I think and managing those risks and understanding those risks is a really important thing. And then I guess, various different support services and various other ways that the government can help in, reducing those costs or impacts or barriers for small, medium businesses to build a capability that, is something that's quite normal in big businesses. But small, medium businesses, it just isn't there. So how do we get that sort of muscle there and protect those businesses? Because as the Treasurer said, that with the budget, he wants a business-led recovery. Small, medium business is our engine room. How do we support them and protect them through this period? Now with Victoria opening, moving back the economy back to normal, how do we do that and protect them?
And why do you think a dedicated SMB hotline could be valuable?
Yeah, I think it's because, for example, when things happen like a ransomware attack of those things, people panic, they don't know what to do. Having those support mechanisms there and having a human explain things as opposed to just a website or things like that, allow that human side for people to really understand. And I think it's a lot about education as well. So a lot of education will help, but having, people there when you need them to answer questions, what things should I be doing and should I worry about this or, what's a concern there. So to make sure that business owners really are comfortable and they know that they can grow their digital business online and feel comfortable about that, like they would growing a bricks and mortar business.
And Mick, tell us about Wontok. What are you up to with the brand at the moment? What are you doing exactly?
We're doing good. We're a cybersecurity company and we focus around working with partners. So predominantly we have partners in the telco space, being Telstra and Verizon. So working with endpoint solutions of keeping people safe.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Where can we head to find out more and reach out?
On www.wontok, so wontok.com.
Great stuff, Mick. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you very much.